Thank you, Steve. It's good to see everybody here. The last couple games have been, yes, tale of two halves each game. And I guess that would be better than starting off well and then losing the lead. We've done that a few games, and uh, it'd be nice to play a great first half and then a great second half. But talking with the staff, that seems to be how most teams are. There's one half where you play okay, and then one where you really ramp it up, and it's just hard for a college team to put together two incredible halves. That usually does not happen. It'd be great to put a solid one first, and then a pretty good one. But both these last two games, the game against Southeastern and the game at Northwest, especially the game at Northwestern, the first half wasn't all that great. This time of year, and we addressed our guys regarding this during the Southeastern game. This time of year, every college team in America, every college basketball team is tired. Everybody has little bumps and little bruises here, maybe a little sprained ankle here or there, or whatever. Yeah, broken nose. Every team feels this way. I shared with a couple of them that I can look back to when I played in college, and yes, I don't think it was that long ago, but for them it was a long time ago. I remember hitting a wall this time of year. I remember feeling just dead tired this time of year, and we challenged the guys to fight through that. It's time for us to start growing up and getting tougher. And the Southeastern game, they really came out and put it to Southeastern in the second half. And I'd say that the second half of the first half was pretty good, that game. The second half was incredible. Against Northwestern, yeah, we weren't really happy at halftime, and certainly let the guys know that. Hindsight is 2020, though. Watching the film on that game, we didn't play all that great in the first half, but Northwestern also made some incredible shots, and we had to give them credit for that. But still, our effort wasn't good enough in the first half, and then we let the guys know that. And they came out, and we've been good on the glass before, but that was ridiculous. And even with missing the shots we missed, that there were some possessions where we got 2, 3, 4 offensive rebounds there in one possession. Our guys were really, really determined. And yeah, I would love to take credit for saying something at halftime to inspire them, but it's just that's what they have in them. The guys are determined. And when they set their minds to playing hard and playing well, they do it. And I'm just fortunate enough to be able to be one of their coaches and experience seeing them do that up close and in person. The game at home against Southeastern, our main guys did pretty good, but Jared Chatham didn't start that game and hadn't been playing well, and we started Eddie because Eddie had been playing better since his streak right after Christmas break of not playing really well. Jared came in and played really, really well for us, and he was the main reason I think that we were able to pull away against Southeastern here at home on Wednesday. And then the game Saturday, SK came in the game in the first half and was incredible. And one thing we did tell the guys at halftime, if SK hadn't played like he did, we would have been down 25 points. He came in and kept us within striking distance. 16 is still a pretty good deficit, but with the way that some of our guys can shoot the ball, with the way that we can play defense at times and cause people to miss and cause some turnovers, it was still within reach. And SK stepped up really big. I'm anxious to see who's going to step up big the next game. Hopefully all of them do. It's going to be a tough road trip, a couple of really important games. That being said, that's not what we're going to tell our guys. We're going to tell them, as we always have, we want to play to a standard. We want to live our lives to a standard, and if we do that, we'll have a good chance at Lamar. We'll have a good chance at McNeese, as long as we keep our focus and our effort and our intensity up, and play the way we're capable of playing. On another note, totally unrelated to basketball, we're also trying to figure out how many times we're going to have study hall on this road trip, because we're leaving Tuesday morning and we won't get back until I guess sometime really early Sunday morning. Our guys are going to have to stay up on their studies, and that's really important to us. We don't have the natural. We have some pretty smart guys. We don't have as many smart people as Coach Rushing does on her team. Her team always has really, really good GPAs. We have a few guys that are really smart, but we have some that we have to stay on top of. So we're going to have to do a pretty good job of that on this road trip, or we could fall way behind in that aspect too. Are there any questions? Is Coach Martin here? Thank you for letting me talk before him. Thank you.
He's off today.
Oh, he's not. Oh, I was going to say that he always needs to be the closer. He always needs to be the closer. Anybody have any questions? Yes, sir.
Is the 610 kid still committed to coming?
He is still committed to coming. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. He is. He is. Hopefully, we'll get to go up and see him sometime soon. I can't remember when our bye week is, and it may not be until late March to go up and see him. But he is still committed. He still wants to come here.
Eddie seems to play a pretty physical game, and I won't assume that's because he comes from Europe. Why is Europe's game so much different than here? Because he seems to be a little bit different in that respect.
It might be because he comes from Europe. I'm not sure, but I will say this. Eddie is not typical of most of our guys in that he's not as thin as the rest of the guys. He's got pretty good size, and he plays somewhat physical, and I think it's not intentional. I think he's just, I've got the ball now, I'm going to try to score it at the basket. I see I can get a rebound, I'm going to go get it, and he just happens to weigh more than the rest of our guys. So it might just, I think he's got the same mindset as everybody. I think everybody has the same mindset as Eddie. He just weighs a little bit more, so that part of it comes a little bit easier to him. Yes. Like the last time I got caught in a China shop. Yeah. Yes, ma'am.
Of course, none of us ever like to get behind, but one thing about when the Bears get behind, I don't ever get downhearted because they have no quit in them. They have no quit in them.
You're right about that. That when the guys get behind, they don't have any quit in them, and I don't ever want to quench that. I don't ever want to put that fire out. So I try to make sure that I don't do or say anything that's going to make them feel like, well, this game's over, or that we can't come back, because they can. And that was the speech at halftime. We weren't playing very well. Our effort wasn't good enough. We know you guys can win this game still, even being down like this, if we just play to our standard and do what we're supposed to do. So you're right. They don't have any quit. And, I'm sure some of you guys listened to the game, to the broadcast. Seeing it in person was incredible, though. The effort they had, the relentlessness they had, it was very, very pleasing to see. Any other questions? All right, well, after you guys celebrate with Coach Brown on Wednesday and signing day, make sure you come out to the Ferris Center to cheer on the Sugar Bears, and then Saturday also. Thank you for your time. Thank you for being here, and go Bears.